But when we're looking at what's taken in, what comes out, that is wrong. But when we're talking about the ritualistic ways of doing things, the scribes and the Pharisees, I say that a lot because the Lord refers to it. Like, it's just distinguishing between the right way and the wrong way. And when you're looking at cleaning of the cup, and they clean the outside of things, but the inside's filthy. Eating with unwashed hands, maybe that's the way I was trying to say it. But when you think about what comes out of a person and the things that's fed into a person in this world, there's differences in what I'm saying. I hope you're reading what I'm saying, because anybody would truly understand it would know what I meant. But when we're looking at these things, a pure in heart, we're seeing a heart purified by faith and entire in God. Pure in Him. And I'm still trying to look for that particular paper right here. If you want to really get down into it, it's clean, clear. In the heart, the thoughts, the feelings, the mind. For those who see God, they'll expect to be seen with this. Their eyes will be wide open to the things that are wrong, and they'll be wide open to the things of God. They'll see God, not see the world, but they'll see God in the way He is and the way they're supposed to live. And they'll see Him, the manifestations of Him in this world, and the good things that He has, even here, and the fulfillment. We'll see Him in an eternal sense, and our faces will never have to be away from Him again. We'll live with Him and reign with Him in eternity. We'll see God, the pure, the clean. We'll see that supreme divinity, that one, the exceeding one that gave us our breath and our bodies. The pure. And we're looking at this, we're seeing happiness. They're happy. You know, right now we're seeing through a glass darkly. We don't see the whole thing. We only see in part. But one of these days we'll see all. The one that has all the answers. If we're pure and clean inside. A cleanness. One that's set apart, purity for God. Capable, there's no unclean thing can come in His sight. If He can't look on any iniquity, any impure thing, then you say, who has a chance? Washed by that blood. He sees you through the blood. Oh, I had a professor one time to say, it doesn't matter about the color of a person. The color don't matter. Yeah, it does. You know why? He does see you through a color. You know what? He sees you through red. The blood. It isn't about the color of your skin that separates. It does not matter the color of your skin. He don't look at the race and the color of skin. He didn't just choose certain people to be pure. You're pure by the blood. That is pureness. The washing away. He sees red. And if I'm stating that wrong, Professor, excuse me, but you know what I mean. Because there is no other way really to explain that. That's pretty plain. But in the way he said it. But you know what? He sees you through eyes of red. Because of what He did for you. That means you got to get rid of those fleshly things that hinders. Worldly lust, the fleshly lust, gotta go. Impure thoughts, feelings, gotta go. Worldly lust, things of the world, gotta go. And instead filled with the pureness and the cleanness of Him. A pure heart. No unclean thing can be in His sight. And no unclean thing wants to be in His sight because you stand there exposed. He exposes. People think they're getting away with things in this life, but you know what? There is one that sees it all. You can't hide from God. He's pure, He's clean, and He looks for those who are by the acceptance of Him and what He did. Oh, the gospel can be preached in many different ways, but there's only one way, and it's through Him. You notice what I said? Many different ways. People are trying to twist it and turn it. You can't. Apostle Paul talks about it, about preaching. Anybody preach any other gospel, let him be accursed. Because we can teach and preach in different ways, but if we don't preach the right way in what He did for us, that's why you got to be careful. So many false things out there these days, but you got to be careful and look up on Him. The pureness that He sees you through by His strife, by His blood. Oh, you may get sick of hearing that, but if you do, you're sick of the gospel. If you're sick of that, you can't be sick of good news. Got to be happy with it. Pureness in His sight. They'll see God. They'll see the manifestations of Him in their life. If you walk according to His will and His purpose, you can see things you never dreamed you'd seen in the Spirit. That's when He works. That's when the spiritual things came. That's when the gifts kicked in. The pureness. Getting rid of everything is we're cutting things out of your life that are wrong and walking in Him in the pureness. And that's Psalm 51 about creating me a clean heart, oh God, and renew a right spirit within me. Look at this way. Know that no one's perfect. We got to kneel more and say, God, forgive me for anything that separates me from you. Because I want to see you. The manifestations of Him. And His goodness, so someday we will never be separated from. Only the pure will see Him.